whole process starts with choosing the right piece of wood. I gotta make sure it's clean, no knots, no checks, no cracks, no splits, no nothing. Got a nice, straight, clean piece of wood. My name's Tony and I am Bellwether Drums. I initially started out in high school, I guess you could say, building decorative segmented bowls. Those have sometimes hundreds of pieces in them, made out of all kinds of different exotic woods. I entered those in the state fair, got a few honorable mentions, even put up against some of the old-time wood turners. After I got out of high school, I eventually got enough equipment, a lathe, table saw, and started making my own bowls. And the whole time I was playing drums through high school, all that. And I figured, why not build a drum, a stave drum. I built my own 14 by 4 little piccolo. It was good at the time. And then eventually I got in a different band, modern country band, which was fun music to play. And I needed a different drum. Here I am with Bellwether Drums. They're all stave drums, built something like a wine barrel would be. Strips of wood on each side, cut at an angle, glued up. And you clamp it so all the joints are nice and tight. I usually let it sit about a week just to make sure everything's good and dry. And then after it's dry, it's time to go on the lathe. I get a wooden faceplate and I glue it to that. Let that sit about a week also. And then it's time to turn it. Get it down to the correct outer diameter first. Then I go to the inside and make sure that it's the correct thickness. After that, it's time for the finish. A lot of times I use oil to really bring out the grain, make it real rich. And it's time to drill the holes. I usually use a unibit. You get a nice clean hole, no blowout on the inside. That's another sign of a less than well-built drum. All the attention to detail is where it's at. I am a stickler for the details. If it's not right, I'll either fix it until it's right, and if it's still not right, I'm just going to rebuild the shell. There's just no two ways about it. I go as far as making my own leather washers to put under the lugs and the tension rods, just to make sure that there's no lug splay, to make sure that the lug to tension rod alignment is absolutely perfect. When it comes to strainers, I usually use a trick strainer. They're great, they work flawlessly, but they're pretty ugly and bulky. So what I do is I strip the plating off, take it back down to the raw aluminum, and I cut off the extra unnecessary metal that they were built with originally. And on top of that, I make wooden knobs for the adjustment knob and for the throw arm. Just another part of this whole custom drum thing. They sound very good, very warm, they project a lot, very sensitive. Bellwether Drums.